I keep telling y'all, F these people lists, F these people belts, all that. They don't respect the black fighter. Boxing is the last sport that America cares about. In some capacity, they can push this racial bias. Baseball is pretty much gone. Why? Because the black man doesn't play it. Soccer isn't a thing in America. Why? Because the black man doesn't play it. If we played it and all our top athletes went to it, we would dominate both of those sports. We would be winning all the World Cups and everything else. Basketball, they gotta watch all of these black players dominate. It's no more, where you would get a nice amount of white American players. Now, if you get a top notch white player, he's usually from overseas. And, so they just have no choice but to root for LeBron James and Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and Chris Paul and Carmelo Anthony and Zion Williamson and football. Now the black man is taking. They took over everything else. Now we're taking over the quarterback position, and you just have no choice because they want that team to win. So you can kind of just throw race out of it at this point because we're pretty much dominating the two major sports in America. But boxing, that's the last sport. We left boxing and went to all these other sports. So they it's not as it's still dominated, but it's not as like it would be if it wasn't us playing football and basketball. It'd be even to a bigger capacity, like the '80s and all the golden era that they talk about. And they always go back to that time, but again, it's a different time. We got football and basketball now, so I don't want to hear, "Oh, I was the biggest Marvin Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard and Muhammad Ali." Nobody wants to hear that shit, bro. There's no way Lomachenko should still be on the list. Again, a black man could never be on pound for pound in today's climate with multiple law. Like, it's crazy. Boy can get on there with under 10 fights and a loss, two losses, under 20 fights. And Jamel Charlo's not on it. That's what I'm saying. He can have a lot. He can't get on there. Sean Porter losses were the better fighters, but he can't get it. Why is Sean Porter not the pound for pound? He lost to Kell Brook at his peak, which was arguably the best welterweight. And this is a stat crop. He lost to Earl Spence, who if Kell Brook ain't the best welterweight, at his peak is Earl Spence. And then he lost to Keith Thurman. So these are all top guys, elite guys at the time Sean Porter fought him in the arguably most competitive stack division in boxing. It's either that or 154. So Jermell, he can't get it. We're losing to a top guy like Tony Harrison, who's very skilled, and a stack division like 154 is between the two. So I mean, I already know what it is, man. Like, it's a racist list. Sean Porter and Jamel should be on the list. Jamel being the top dog at 154 definitely should. I dispute that second fight because I don't know what was in that water bottle, but we let stuff slide like I didn't know the burger stuff like that. So Jamel should be on the list. This NUA stuff, they're not. It's only a few dogs that be at them lower weight classes. And these dudes be get like chocolate keto and all that. Like, they be on these lists and they not. It's nobody down there, bro. Like, these dudes is not that good. If they had to fight real competition, come on, man. NUA is he's not a pound for pound guy. These dudes need a whole separate list because they in weak divisions where the talent is scarce. Stop comparing these guys to top level guys that's in stacked divisions that's fighting real competition. NUA is not pound for pound. I'm sorry. And at this point, if we're judging on their standard, Vasil Lomachenko is not pound for pound. Now, if it was a top skills list, yeah, he would be on that list. Is Crawford pound for pound? Like I said, Crawford really ain't. He's not pound for pound to me either yet. I mean, these guys got to prove it, and then we still got to see. Like we know Salito wasn't nothing when Lomachenko beat him. He had already lost 12 times, but we still got to see Tiafimo tested to even say whether or not that's a good loss, because that was his first real count. Like all this hyping up Comey and why? Because he had a close fight with average Robert Easter. Some people like who was Robert Easter, bro? He ducking everybody at 135 right now. He probably won't come back out the cage because all that competition there until all them boys move up. Like y'all be overhyping all of these guys, and then we stamping these lists. That's why I made a pound for pound list that was fair, unbiased, and I qualified the criteria. All of these Ring magazine and all da da da, they got either black guys that sold out on the payroll, and it might be one or two with a whole room full of everybody else non-black, and we know that's pretty much one thing. You know, in this world, you got black and you got white. Even in the Mexican country, you got your black Mexicans, then you got your white Mexicans. You got your black Puerto Ricans, you got your white Puerto Ricans. You got your black Dominicans, you got your white Dominicans. We know the bias when you go to these countries and all of that, especially in the Caribbean, the light skinned, all this stuff against us, man. That's all I'm saying. It come down to it. Don't hold no value in their opinion. Stop giving these guys interviews. Make sure y'all find out who is on these voting committees and stop propping them up. When you get in position, find out who these guys are and shun them. That's it. Your opinion don't matter. We know all you guys are racially biased. You hate the black man is so dominant in sports. And any chance they get to knock you, they will. They'll make you work twice as hard and still not give you respect. And now we hear, oh, Lomachenko's shoulder. He's coming out with the Pacquiao. Oh, my shoulder. I had a shot before the. These guys are cowards. These guys are suckers. They can't take losses. And then the media just runs with it. If your shoulder was so messed up, how you get all of this surge at the end of the fight where you just like, man, I don't want to hear that, bro. I don't want to hear that. Keep that under wraps. Even if that did happen, keep that under wraps. You're just making excuses. You a coward. You a sucker. I don't care. All these people propping you up, man. Boxing, most racist sport in America, man. I'm